Hi, I am Coach Jason, and today I'll be telling you about what is linear pedagogy in sports coaching and non-linear pedagogy in sports coaching. So let's start with what is linear pedagogy in sports coaching. So linear pedagogy is a traditional structured approach to coaching. It is often described as one size fits all, focusing on repetitive practice and mastery of isolated skills before integrating them into a whole movement or game. So, linear pedagogy can be categorized as a teacher centered approach to physical education, which is PE in short. This approach is based on the idea that learning occurs in a predictable step by step manner. So, like what we usually learn in sports nowadays, normal progression from like a easy to hard format. So in sports, coaches can use linear pedagogy to emphasize isolating complex skills, repetition of isolated skill to achieve mastery, predictability of progression of the skill, and a more coach-centered approach where the coach will direct the whole learning process with explicit instruction and feedback. So basically, it will be a more focus on the coach telling the student on what to do, uh, as the coach will tell the student to practice from a beginner level skill and slowly progress throughout the weeks. So to put in example, let's say I am a coach coaching my students on a basketball shooting technique for free throws, let's say. So first step would be teaching them the hand position of the ball, like where to put the hand, the correct position the hand should be at. So next, we'll progress into practicing the shooting motion without jumping. So without jumping makes it easier to familiarize the student on the motion of the shot. So third, I will add in the jump. So implementing jump into the whole shooting motion, which is a progression from the previous one. So lastly, we'll be integrating this into real life game scenarios so as to deep mimic like real game type of fast paced setting to achieve mastery of the skill. So I can relate this linear pedagogy approach to the Gentile taxonomy, which shows the increasing difficulty of the skill so as to allow the student to slowly adapt to the skill. So for the Gentile taxonomy, there's the 1A to 4A to 1D to 4D, which is the no object manipulation, which is 1A, to object manipulation, which is 1D. For 4A, it will be the in motion regularity condition, and 4D the same. So it will be like the easy level progressing to the hardest progression. So next, what is non-linear pedagogy in sports coaching? So non-linear pedagogy emphasizes the learner's preferred solutions and exploration. It uses game-like context and a constraint-led approach, allowing athletes to adapt and discover effective movement patterns within different scenarios. So this approach is a more athlete-centered approach where it encourages athletes to take on an active role in their learning process and fostering decision making and problem solving skills. So like for higher level sports athlete, the coaches might tell them to explore on their own. For example, let's say a basketball shot. Instead of teaching them the normal step by step technique, coaches just let them straight away put them in the game, for example, and let them explore. So coach can emphasize non-linear pedagogy by creating varied and dynamic practice environments to encourage adaptability. So the athletes would then explore and find solutions to problems through experimenting with, and with this, integrating the skills into realistic game-like solutions. So to give an example, to explain this more clearly. If I'm trying to coach students on shooting drills, instead of regular isolated shooting drills, like practicing on a normal court, just shooting with no varied dynamic environment. So athletes would participate on a 3v3 match setting, where they must make quick decisions on when to shoot, when to pass or dribble in response to the dynamic and varied game environment. So that's the two different approach that we'll be learning today. Thank you.